2:16 in the morning. We're going to Miami, driving to Miami for a 5:20 something flight to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Palm Springs. I'm so tired. Mulligan's coming too, right, Mulligan? Happen to not be that dirty actually. Usually they're a lot dirtier than this. Alright, so just arrived in Palm Springs after probably 11 hours of travel. It's 10:20 in Palm Springs. Literally, the airport is outdoors. Mulligan's already making friends. He's the friendliest guy. He just wants to make friends. Wow, this place is so nice. Alright guys, so we just arrived at the Ritz-Carlton. We are going to be playing a ton of golf courses. We're going to Coachella. This is where we're staying, the Ritz-Carlton. This place is awesome. Just got here. Look outside. This view is insane. Actually, I think you go over here. Oh, this little putting green. Is that a putting green? What is that? No, I don't think that's a putting green. I don't know what that is, actually. Wow. I think I've been in Florida for so long, seeing the same landscape like this, that I forgot what it's like to see hills and mountains and views like this. But what's so crazy is that this hotel's up here and you can see the whole rest of the Palm Desert out there. I mean, they even got snow caps on those mountains. It's crazy. I'm running on an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. No sleep on the plane because I don't sleep on the plane. Once I'm up, I'm up. So that's just how it is. I can't nap. But I feel more energized. I feel so energized. Just resting on the seat, I'm good. I'm ready to go. Alright, so recapping day one of Coachella. I'm just gonna start with the traffic because that was insane. We left at 4 o'clock and it literally took 2 hours to get 15 miles. It was crazy. It wasn't even the beginning. It was more at the end where we just literally had to go 2 streets and we were in preferred parking and 2 streets was so crowded. People were just parking their cars and walking. The problem is if you walk, you still have to walk 2 miles back at night. We got there at 6 o'clock and the Rose Garden started at 6. So we got there at 5:45. Instead of going to the VIP tent, we just went right across to the Rose Garden. And I gotta say, doing that, walking over, I thought it was gonna be super crowded, especially because it was general admission. I thought there was gonna be a ton of people there at 6 o'clock. And it was not dead, but there was a lot of people, but it was super wide open, and everybody was kind of relaxed. I was like, okay, this is gonna be chill, this is gonna be good. And so we went there, and it wasn't too bad getting from one side to the other side of Coachella to get to the Rose Garden. So that was really surprising to me. Again, everybody was like, wait until you get to the, wait until it gets dark and there's a lot of big headliners coming out. I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that crowded. And then we got to the Rose Garden. Was super, super nice, super peaceful, super quiet. I really enjoyed that experience. That was like, plus the food was top notch. So basically the way that the Rose Garden is spread out is that it's like a family type table, and everybody sits at the same table, and it's a really great way to like talk to other people and their experience, and some of the people that we were surrounded with haven't been to Coachella before, so that was their first time too. It was really cool. Everybody was super, super nice, and it was just a great experience. The food was insane. I've literally never had seafood before. Like, I've had octopus before, so I guess I have had seafood, and I've tried salmon before, but everything else, oh, I have had rainbow trout, but everything else I did not have before. I tried tuna for the first time, and that tuna, when they brought it out, they were like, this is the freshest fish in the entire county right now. It was literally straight from Mexico, and they're like, you gotta try it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna try it. Everybody's like, this is literally the best fish I've ever had. I tried it. I loved it. Everything was farm to table. It was so peaceful, so relaxing, especially playing golf that morning. We were exhausted already, first day. It was a good way to rest, to feel like you were in Coachella because you still had the music in the background. The bathroom situation, if you want me to be honest, is really not so great. Even in the VIP section, it's not like you have your own bathrooms. Even in the tents, you have to go to one bathroom. I don't know the actual restroom situation outside of the VIP area. I'm gonna guess that that's not too great either. But in the VIP, it was not that great. You know, you'd think that in the VIP there'd be like less people. There's still a ton of people in all the VIP sections. A lot of people get VIP tickets. It was still crazy. You can't really see, if you do get a tent in the VIP section, you can't really see the stages. You'd think you could, but from there you still can't see it. Another thing is, like, if you want to see two people and they're playing at the same time, and a lot of people, I went into it thinking like, oh, you know, I can make it back 5 minutes. You can't, because it was like too far away. We weren't gonna make it, and even if we did make it, we'd be in the back. So it was like, might as well just chill in the tent. But anyways, that was day one recap. May not go to day two. Today's more of a chill day. It was exhausting. You know, I would recommend not planning anything in the morning for Coachella because it's really exhausting. But yeah, I think we're just gonna chill. Alright, so recapping weekend 2 at Coachella. I'm just going to start with the pros and cons list because I feel like that's easier, and I'm going to start with con because I want to end on a positive note with the pros. So let's go con. I say the biggest thing is that there's a lot of people. There's people everywhere, no matter where you are, if you're at the stage, if you're in general admission, if you're waiting for the bathroom, if you're in the VIP area, there's just people everywhere. And those people make it really hard to get from place to place. So that leads me to my second thing, whereas it's really hard to go see two people, even if they're like 30 minutes after each other or they've got an hour space. Even though they've got a big space, it's really hard to get from stage to stage because then those people are all traveling in like packs and like a school of fish, getting from one stage to the other, rushing into the stage and out of the stage. So it's really a lot of people. And I'd also say number 2 is if you're going to Coachella for the music, I would say reconsider maybe not going because it's not all about the music, and for most of the people there, it's just not about the music. They're there to have a good time, which is great, but with that comes like a lot of drugs and alcohol, and as a 15-year-old girl, it's not like I'm ever gonna do that, so I'm there for the music, and it makes it really hard to go see the music. So I feel like Coachella is a little diluted with that. Also, it could be a pro and a con that they're surprise guests. The con is that literally nobody knows when the surprise guests are coming, where they're going. You have to be in the right place at the right time because nobody knows. Even in the VIP tent, they couldn't tell us. So it's crowded, it's diluted, you kind of don't know where to be. Like I wanted to go see a show, and people also, even if you're there early for the show, if you're not gonna like stand your ground and be in that spot and then be next to like hundreds of people, you're gonna get pushed out to the back. So it's really kind of chaos with that. And then let's go to pros because I want to end on a good note. So we're gonna go to pros. So I say with the pros, it's a cool vibe and it's a good experience. It really is. It's cool to go. I don't know, maybe I will go in the future again. If you're going for this one thing, I would say it's much better to spend the money that Coachella is super expensive. I would spend that money to get a really good concert ticket, a seat to your favorite artist. So bottom line is, I had to get it out of my system. I love music. Music is one of my favorite things. So as my Christmas gift, we went to Coachella, thought it was gonna be so great because of all the hype. I really thought it was gonna be like the best experience of my life. As we got closer, I thought it was watching like other YouTube videos and seeing, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be all that great. But when I actually went, I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of crowds, it's a lot of chaos, it's not about the music, it really isn't. If you're going for the music and you don't take part in all that other stuff that's going on at Coachella, I would say just don't go because it's gonna waste your time. I also went with my family, so it was a little bit different because it was a whole trip out west. We went to Palm Springs area, which was beautiful, played golf there, went to LA, went to a Lakers game, but it would have also been great if I just went to a concert of my favorite artists and sat in the front row, because that's the price of the tickets. So I would say if you're going for the music, reconsider going. You make your assessment on Coachella on whether you want to go or not. It was a great time, but it was also chaos.